Playing the character Hazel on Degrassi taught me a lot about glam, and here's why. Hazel was probably the first character that I played that was more of like a popular girl. She was a mean girl. She cared about her fashion, she cared about her look, and she was a teenager. She was in high school. All the characters I'd played before that were a little younger, also a little bit more innocent. So when I got to that hair and makeup room, unlike the characters that I had played before, where I usually showed up very prepared, very prepped already, this was the first character that regardless of how I showed up, they still had to like look at what I was wearing and like really discuss my glam. I remember the first season that I was on Degrassi, our first season makeup artist, sitting down, looking at me, looking at what I was wearing, and literally opening up a like colorful makeup eyeshadow palette. As a Black actress, oftentimes sitting down in that hair and makeup chair, they just want to keep it simple. They don't want to really do too much, oftentimes because they don't know how to do too much with you. This was a Black makeup artist with us for the first season of Degrassi. She was willing to have fun with Paige and Hazel's look. This was hands down my favorite Hazel look. I just remember on that day feeling so pretty. I think it was because it was those pinky, peachy colors, which I loved wearing when I was a teenager. We shot that scene in particular at like 8 a.m. So it was probably like one of the first scenes of the day. So my hair was really fresh, it wasn't greasy, and I remember my makeup being simple. My eyeshadow was simple, my blush was simple, and that was one of those looks where I was like, oh, I actually get to just like look like a girl. Even though that was a very serious episode, if you know, you know, that was a day that I myself, Andrea Lewis, playing the character of Hazel, actually felt like, oh, we look so cute. Even Lauren had on this full brown look and her hair was really big, and I remember thinking like, wow, she looks super glam, because in real life, we were much more innocent. We were much more chill. As a Black actress, I've had the good, I've had the bad when it comes to the hair and makeup experience, but out of every experience, I learn something about myself. Really like lean into those moments when you feel very beautiful, because you might not have them very often when you are on set, because the hair and makeup space is not always a safe space. Getting to have a makeup artist who really looked at my complexion, what I was wearing, and then what was the best look that represented the character was one of my first experiences with that. So Hazel taught me a lot about glam. I kind of want to do this with a lot of the characters that I played. Let me know if you guys would like something like that in the comments below. And once again, my name is Andrea Lewis. I'm an actress and a filmmaker, and this is my YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.